All right, welcome to event number 4, Boulder Creek Golf Course in Streetsboro, Ohio, USAM Tour overview. All right, everybody, hope everybody's doing well. Okay, as always, we like to kick it off with this video, right? And content is in accordance with all of what we do here at On the Screws Golf. We love to have a great time. It is, it's for pure fun and pleasure, and just like to share what we do, not only in Golf Clash, but outside of Golf Clash. And of course, we love to support American Honey and American Honey Sting. And we always love to start off with this video brought to you by American Honey Sting. It tastes great, goes down smooth, but with a kick. So there we go. All right. So let's get into it. Boulder Creek, week number 4. But before we do that, let's go back and figure out who our winner was from week number 3. And at this point, I can't remember who that is, so I'm going to go back over to my designs here, and we are going to figure out that it is Roy Henson. Roy Henson from last week's week number 3 guessed that we would shoot a +7. We would finish in 5th place. He was the closest. We did finish in 5th place, which was really dismal. And we shot +11. We had a couple big rain showers come through where you had to don the rain gear, probably about 35-mile-an-hour winds with the umbrellas flailing and flapping everywhere. I took a 7, which is a triple bogey on a par 4, and then I took a bogey on number 10 during that period of rainstorm. So we were playing through it, downpour, deluge, and unfortunately, there's 4 strokes right there in 2 holes. So, if we don't go 4 over in 2 holes because of the rainstorm, we shoot +7, and then we finish in 2nd place. But because of those 2 holes, and I hit it out of bounds on the tee shot on 11 with a hook, because I'm trying to take it over the edge of the fairway. It goes out straight and then dog legs left. And I was trying to cut it with a big draw. And I just snapped it right into the woods, teed again, and then said, okay, I'm just going to play it safe along the edge with a little draw. And I hit it dead straight right out of bounds through the fairway. So, of course, went up there. They were playing lateral, so I dropped it up there and chipped it on. And two putted, right? 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 2 putted for a 7. So unfortunate. Some unforced errors and bad bag and course management. But that is for another day and another time. All right, so Roy Henson, $20 gift card, PayPal, whatever we want to do. Get a hold of me, my friend, and you are the winner. So get a hold of me via Facebook Messenger, and we will get you your $20. All right, we're going to do the same thing this week. Okay, if you're watching the video, in the comments down below, if you don't mind, if you'd like to be in for the $20 gift card, all you have to do is say, okay, since Hank shot 83, 71, 83, what do I think he's going to do? Well, let's go through the course, take a look at the holes and the analysis, and then you can make your determination at that point. So let's get into it right now. Let's get to the display capture. Here we go. Okay, as all of you already are aware, USAM Tour, if you're interested in any type of recreational/tournament golf, and the tournament golf follows the PGA Tour rules and regulations, so all rules are in play. You have to put everything out. You can't just take a gimme. You can't rake it away. Every shot counts. You have to play from the correct tees. You know, last week we had someone who was so discouraged about his front nine, just decided to play from the alternate tees. So instead of playing from the whites, he started playing further back from the blues for whatever reason. And then on the next hole, after it was completed, I mean, we told him right on the tee box, and he goes, I know. So he played it. On the next tee, we told him, if you play this hole prior to going back and correcting your, your tee box and hitting over again, taking a 2-stroke penalty after you finish the hole, you'll be disqualified. And then he didn't believe that, so we called the tour director. Tour director said, you won't be disqualified if you go back and correct the mistake. He said, to heck with it, hit off the tee box, automatically disqualified for the rest of the round. That then turned into pretty much a swearing match between one of the other playing partners of the threesome, the gentleman who got DQ'd, and the other guy by needling him a little bit, right? And said, well, you're not in skins, you're not in super skins, you're not in closest two, you're out of the game. And the guy just absolutely starts swearing at him. It was just not a good situation. It was uncomfortably entertaining, if that makes sense, because I wasn't the one who was in the shouting match. So, but it is a fierce competition out there. People want to win. People want to show that they can beat others. It is a super fun event. That is just a rare occurrence where someone chose to do something outside the rules of golf and is penalized for it. And we all make mistakes. We all do things that cause us to go off the rails occasionally, and that was his time. So great guy, though. I had the pleasure of riding him with him for 18 holes, and his girlfriend for about 7. And they're just great people. And at the end of the day, they pulled up in the parking lot to me and, just said it was a pleasure. Look forward to playing again next time. And I said, listen, you know what? We all have those days, and no matter what somebody says or no matter how bad you feel at the time, every shot counts, and people aren't going to hold it against you for getting angry, upset, or standing your ground. It's just they don't want you to get disqualified. That's it. That's all that was it about. We're just trying to educate you that if you do this, here's the repercussion. And when you're playing bad, it gets escalated. And he understood that, and we parted ways very amenable, and I can't wait to play with him again next time and get him through full 18 holes without being DQ'd. So, Tony, see you on the course, brother. All right, let's get moving here real quick. Let's take a look at our tee times. We are going off first at 12 o'clock tomorrow here with this group. So Paul Westfield is from Bradenton, Florida. Zachary Zigman from Bethel Park, PA. I'm from Poland, Ohio. And Danny's from Tarentum, PA. So this is about a 2-hour drive. I have an hour drive. And then obviously he must be up here visiting or just decide to come up and play the golf course. Or he's a relocated person from one tour to another. But we'll play with Phil, whose home grouping is in Bradenton, Florida. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4. So 32. They were limited to 32 tee times. So you only have a small field this week of 32. My grouping of 8 to 11.9, I think there's 10 of us. So I'm here. I think Phil might be in the 8 to 11.5. I know these 4 are. I know these 4 are. So 8 plus 2 is 10. And then the rest are going to be a little bit higher than that. And then I know Zachary and Danny are both championships. So 3.9 to 7. So I'm playing with the 3 to 7s, so which is 1 flight lower than me. So I'll be trying to keep up with those gentlemen as they hit the ball down the middle and on the green and make putts. Hopefully we'll be doing the same. All right, so that was the tee time pairing, 12 o'clock noon. It's supposed to be 87 degrees at noon, reaching a high of 93 degrees tomorrow. So that should be interesting. All right, let's take a look at the scorecard here at Boulder Creek. And, and that was Isaac. Isaac just told me that Charlie was whistling, going, that's what we've taught him how to whistle now. So pretty good stuff. All right, let's take a look at Boulder Creek. 72 par, 6,400 yards, a 69.9 rating, slope of 128. You can see we're going to start with a par 5, then go with a 4-4, par 3, another 4, another 5, another 3, 4, 4 for a 36. Then on 10, we start off with another par 5, then a par 4, par 3, and then 4 consecutive par 4s, which are all tough, par 3, and then ending with a bookend par 5. So let's go. We're at white. This is the white tee. All right. So let's take a look at the par 4s on the way out, the front 9. Hole number 2, it's going to average 344. Hole 3 is 371. Hole 5 is 358. Hole number 8 is just a small 299, but a deadly one. And then, of course, hole number 9 is 412 yards. Pretty much it's all about the drive. If you hit in the middle and don't go left into the trees or the lake, and if you don't go way right on a severely banked hillside, it's a pretty straightforward shot. 260 out there, 150 yards in on the green, make a putt and get out of there. All right, par 4's on the way in. Hole number 11, 339, 430 yard par number 13. That's a tough one for sure. And that's all uphill. I mean, all uphill. 3 shots uphill. 364, 350, ending on hole number 16 for the par 4s at 333 yards. A little rest for us on that one. Par 3s averaging on the way throughout the course. 193 on hole number 4. And that's all downhill to a really big green, but a lot of danger around with the bunkers. And at 200 yards, it's hard to dial that in. 156 on hole number 7, 173 on 12, and then you finish up the par 3s with anywhere between 116 to 130, depending on the tee positions, and that is an island green. So, knee knockers when you're in the lead or you're battling for a position, coming to 17, that puts a little bit of pressure on you. Taking a look at the par 5s, hole number 1, 553. That is not anything to scoff at. 497 on hole 96, that's your break. 543 on hole number 10, and then 561 on hole 18 from the white tees. So these are like Bethpage Black up in New York distances, right? They're monsters. And if you can go get your birdie here on 6, par these 3, go 1 under, you're well ahead of the field, okay? All right, so that is the scorecard. Let's take a look at the layout of the course. Here she is. Let's start off with hole number 1. This is just the aerial view. Let's take a look here. Where are we at? So clubhouse is right here. Let's move in here. So that's the clubhouse right there. Come over here, park. Clubhouse in here. The range is right here, obviously, as you can see. Not a very big range, but, good enough to hit a couple drivers and 3 woods, get warmed up. And then at that point, what we'll do is we will move over to hole number 1, which is right here. So you're going to take the cart path right over here. This is the halfway house right here. So hole number 1. Let's take a look. All right, there it is. So hole number 1 is our par 5, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in, not out, zoom in. Back tees here. So this is usually where the whites are, okay? Whites are here and blues and blacks are back in here. So let's just say we're going to take it to the back of this tee for tournament day, okay? And if we do it here, we're going to probably have to be around here for 260. No, that's not right. 187 yards. How about down here? 270. So right about where his card is where 250, 260 is. So hit a good drive. Over here is really tough. I mean, there's slopes back towards the green. I wish I had some arrows, but this is a hill that swoops back down into the fairway. You can get yourself in trouble if you block it over here. These trees will get in the way. You have to chip it back out. But if you can hit it straight or with a draw right down in here in that 256 range is going to be a really nice position for you. So in your second shot, I'm thinking right about in here is, yep, 237. I'd say 237 to 250 is your normal 3-wood if you hit it good. And you're going to be right here on your second shot. No reason to go for it. I mean, it's just a long hole. You can get yourself in trouble if you slice it or hook it over in here. Just get it down in the middle and get your preferred distance on your third shot. So from here to the middle of the green, 72 yards. So that's a little bit too close for us. So we're just going to back it up to about here, to about that 94 to 100 yard mark right there. So with that being said, we need to go from here to about here, 200 yards. So what we'll do is driver, 5-wood, and a choke down half pitching wedge. All right, so that's the play. So driver, 5-wood, pitching wedge. And that'll be hole number 1. Par 5, tough starter, nothing easy about it. 3-shot hole. If you have your iron game on, you can get it close. You can make an easy putt relatively flat. It does slope from back to front. So you got to watch that. All right, let's move on over to hole number 2. There she is. Sorry about that. All right, so hole number 2. This is usually, we'll just play it on the front of those back tees. Or you can be right here. So it's like a 10 yards difference. So we'll just play it to the back of those second tees. So if you want to try to keep everything out of play, put it right there. Get your 5-wood and hit it down there, or like a 3-iron hybrid. Or a 3-iron, hit it right down into this range right here, and you keep pretty much everything out of play if you hit it straight. Okay? Now, if you want to get a little squirrely, you can try to get it down in here, which is that 260 yards, right? You can take it out here along the yellow line and draw it down in there, and it'll roll right down in here. But with that, over in here, it's not that bad, the rough line. If you hit it straight out here, you have a lot of area here before you get to the trees, yet at the same time, with the way it's been hot, it's going to roll a mile. So that could be in those trees, or these trees could be pretty dangerous. Also, if you hook it like I do occasionally, this right here from the fairway down to that lake is about a 70-foot, elevation change. And if it hits on that hill, it's all the way down next to the water, if not in the water. So it's very dangerous indeed. So let's take a look at both shots. So if you get down here on a normal drive with a driver, 70 yards inside 100. Okay, perfect. If you go here to the 215 yard, perfect. Here onto the green. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Sorry. So from here to the green, 144, so 8-iron. So you can go 5-wood 8-iron, 3-iron 8-iron, or you can go driver half wedge, or sand wedge, or utility wedge, U-wedge, whatever you need. But that's what the play looks like on hole number 2. It is a daunting tee shot once you're standing up on that elevated tee shot, looking down into that fairway. It's so wide up here, but then it narrows significantly down here. So that's the beauty of, it's a green light. Let's go for it, but you got to be precise. All right, hole number 3, par 3. First of the par 3s. Let's take a look at it. Let's zoom into the tee box. That's back. That's. I don't know where they're going to put it. Usually right here. So we'll put it there. Oh, this is a par, not the par 3, sorry, par 4. So sorry. This is a tough one. So you don't want to get in this trap because then it's just difficult. Don't want to be left, don't want to be right. So a nice little play right short of that trap at 218 yards. So 3 wood, 5 wood, 3 iron, something like that is a really strong play right into that range. And then you leave yourself into the middle of the green, 165 yards, which is a 7 iron to a 75% 6 iron for some people. It all depends, and that's going all downhill. So you can actually bounce it right in here and bounce it up on based on how they water. If they're not watered, you can bounce it right on for sure. So you're talking about 140, 150, and it'll still bounce on. But the green is pretty expansive. If they put it back in this corner, it's going to be tough to get to. You're just going to have to play it out here and do your best on 2 putting. And the greens are pretty slick here, so gives us a really good chance. All right, so driver would put you... Driver would put you like about right there, 253, 260. And then you'd have about 125 in, nice little wedge into the green. So it all depends on how you're hitting that driver out of the gate. So danger zone, this falls from the fairway down into the trees, all the way down into this gully down here. And it's just impossible to get it out of there. You have basically, it's either unplayable or you're going to chop it backwards up into the fairway. And it's just not worth it. So if you're in tournament golf, you're playing 3 wood, 5 wood, 3 iron to here, and then you're hitting it on with, 6, 5, 7, depending on what you have coming in. It's just the smart way to play it. All right, hole 4. First of the par 3s. Here we go. Sorry about that, everybody. All right, that's way back tees. The normal tees are right here. So we're just going to play them on this tee mark right here and to the middle of the green. 201 yards. So that's a 4-iron hybrid or a really soft 5 wood. Or you can try to sting a 4-iron in there and bounce it up in there. Now, again, all the danger is here, bunker and the trees. This bunker, it's not that much danger because you have a lot of green to work with and a lot of, usually the pins tucked front right over here. So they try to, bait you to come over here with a draw and get in that bunker. But if you're smart, you'll just hit it with the right club and with a nice little draw, bounce it like right in here. And if it comes up short, nicely easy little chip shot and then a putt. Or if you hit it the right way, it's going to be right in the middle of the green and nice little 2-putt. Now, it does go banking from the right side of the green down to the left, so you're going to have to take that into consideration. If you can, you'd want to be left of the stick putting back up that hill. All right? So that's hole number 4. Here's hole number 5. Sorry, everybody. All right, par 4 coming right back down the hill. All right, I believe the tee box will just play it there. You're going to want it to be, again, short of this crossway and short of those bunkers. And that's usually where we all are, right about there, 260. Nice little drive right down the middle. It's an easy driving hole because there's no trouble out here. If you push it a little bit, okay, you're going to be in some rough. There's an overhanging tree here, but you can get around it. If you bring it over here, you just got to go over this first set of trees and get it on the green. So from here, your second shot, 178 yards. So you're talking about a 6-iron where you can sting a 6-iron or a soft 5-iron all the way up into this neck and just get it right on the green. Very flat green, and it goes a little bit fading from left to right from this side of the green heading down this way. But pretty safe play and pretty easy puttable green. So no undulations or anything like that. Hole 6 is a par 5, which is a fun hole. Gives you 2 angles. You can go, and the tee box on this one is probably going to be on this back tee here. So you can go over here, which is a really narrow way to go, but then you have a straight, it's straight at it, no danger. or you can go over on this route, which is the safer route, because there's absolutely usually no issues whatsoever unless you hook it behind these trees. But if you push it a little bit over here, you still have a really good angle at it. So if you come up here, you're going to have to be, that's only 229 from here. So if you hit driver up into this range, 270 to the green is 200. So you can go driver 5 wood or driver 4 iron, 4 hybrid. Okay, right into the green. No issues if you hit the drive perfectly. If not, go from here out to here. You're talking 260 is your drive. Here to the green, you're talking 251. So now you're putting all of this in play, these 2 last bunkers, okay? Because 251, you have to nut a 3 wood up there, right? So if you don't, and there's some trees here, trees here, trees here, you have to bring it around and land it like right in here. So if you're playing it over to here, 207, nice little 5 wood right to here, and then that's going to be like a 40-yard shot. So, I mean, if you're playing safe tournament golf, it's driver over to here, 5 wood to here, little, half wedge, chipping wedge, 30, 40, 50-yard chip shot here on in 3, make your birdie, okay? If you think you need to play aggressive, you want to come up in here, and that's not, 308 yards is not what we're looking for. Let me see where the tee box is. Here it is. Here to here is 248, so right about here is 260. Right there, and then on the green, 189 to 193. I mean, that's the way to play it if you want to take the aggressive route. But I've been over here, been in here, and I've made birdie 1 time from here, but I've made birdie multiple times from this side. So I'm playing to the right. All right, hole number 7. Nice little semi-island par 3. Tee box will be right here on the green, 145, so 8 iron to a very small 7 iron depending on the wind conditions. Usually it's coming in from this direction, the wind, because it swirls, it protects the trees, protect you, but then the wind comes up off this lake. And just remember in Golf Clash, right? What do? Add 20% when you're over the wind, or over the lake for the wind. And that's what we do on this hole. I always club up 1 club on this because you never want to be short if you miss-hit it. And if you hit it perfectly, you have all this room back here to hit it over and then chip back on. So, but again, if you hook it over here, then you're dead too. So it's not, golf is not easy. Don't let anybody tell you it is. Okay, hole number 8, par 4. This is that 299 yarder. This lake used to be way up here, but look how far they extended it now to catch all of these balls that go right. All of these balls used to be over here, a little flop shot on, but not no more. They've really done a great job of protecting it. So let's say we're going to play from here. You're going to want to play, let's just say to there. So that's a nice little 3 iron, 4 iron, or a 5 wood right to there. If you play it to there and on the green, pitching wedge. Half a wedge on the green. So, I mean, it's there's no need to say, oh, you know what? I'm going to impress everybody and hit a bomb down right here, 268 yards. Well, then you put yourself in a 55-yard shot, flop shot over this, right? How close are you going to get it, right? You're probably going to 2-putt anyway for a par, right? From here, for 125 yards, hit it on in 2, you still give yourself the same birdie chance as if you're hitting from here on the green and putting. So unless you have a great game from 55 yards and in, then you know what? It might be worth it if you can control it and not hit it in the lake or not hit it in these bunkers. This is out of bounds along this fence right here. Right here. This fence is out of bounds. This is the Ohio Turnpike. So, you don't have much room up in this neck. Okay, perfect. Hole number 9, front 9, par 4, number 1 handicap hole on the course. And again, we're going to be playing it from back this tee You're going to hit it up into this range right there, which is, look at that, 285. We're not hitting it up in that range. It's too far. So you're going to put it like right here, right in between all these bunkers. So that's one of the reasons why it plays so difficult, is because if you're playing up, this all comes in play. If you're playing up here like this, then you're hitting it here, and you can see that that all comes in play. You're not worried about this. This all comes in play up here. And from this cart path down to the fairway, it's 35 yards, almost 60-degree angle up the hill. So, you know, if you get caught up in here and you're on a side hill lie, you have to aim it out here just to hook it around and get it to here, and then you're still going to put it or chip it on for 3. So best thing to do here is just hit your nice soft driver from the tee box to there, 250, 260. And then from there, try to take it up over the lake at a 200-yard marker, which is for advanced players, you know, again, like we talk about, 3-iron, 4-iron, or a, you know, a 3 hybrid, 4 hybrid, maybe even a baby choke down 5-wood. And hit it on the green. Or if, you know, you're not confident that day, again, really easy, just chop it out over here, you know, which is 5-iron, 6-iron, 7-iron. And then from here onto the green is going to be, you know, 50 yards. And then you got to make a 1 putt for par. So, again, not easy, but, you know, very well constructed for sure, and just a great hole for sure on number 9. Okay, hole 10, we're going to move it up to here. We're going to put you down about here at 265 for your drive. You're going to hit a 3-wood up into this neck right here, which is 214. So that's a 5-wood. You might even be able to hit a 3-wood down into this area here, which is, it's 276. It's still too far. So right about there, 250, if you nut it down there. And then from there onto the green is 50 yards. So nice little chip shot, and it's like in a bowl here. So anywhere on the green is going to funnel to the hole. Okay. So that is hole number 10. Hole number 11, we're going to cut through here, come up here, get onto the tee over here. Nice little tricky hole here. Whites are here. You're going to hit it right out to here, 200 yard, so you can hit, you know, anything you want. 3-wood, 5-wood, hybrid, and then it's going to be like 119 yards, 122 yards. So nice wedge. 3/4 wedge, full wedge, whatever you're, depending on what you want to do. But again, all of this right here falls down into the lake. It'll catch up in here, but it's really heavy, really high, and it's really bad stance, and just it's really tough up and down if you get caught in there. So be careful there. All right, hole number 12, our next par 3, and we're going to play from here into the middle of the green, 214 yards. So we'll be doing a 5-wood here. Now again, be careful here. This all breaks off into the bunker. If you hit it right at the bunker, it's going to come all the way down into these trees, and that's just a miserable shot because that's all up the hill. You can't see the flag. It's just a tough shot. If you hook it, you're going to get caught in this bunker, or you're going to be over in here, and it's no easy task getting up and down for par on this hole. And it looks like an hourglass, but this is all fairway. The green is up in here. You can see where the yellow markers are. That defines the green. It's a tough green to hit from 215. So let's just keep that in mind. All right, hole 13. Taking a look here. Back tees are there, so you're going to play from the front of the back maybe, or here, depends. 32 yards, probably play back here. So you're going to hit it down into here, 254, 260. It's too far. There you go, 260 on your tee shot. Don't want to be up on the hill. This is a side hill lie that comes from right down to the slope, so it'll slope in, but it never comes down because it catches up in the high grass. If you hook it down in here, you're going to be down here, way down below the fairway. So you're going to be chipping up to here. It's very difficult. Then our second shot is going to be to an elevated green, 170 yards. So you're looking at a full 6-iron, maybe a choke down 5-iron just to get it onto the green. And then big sloping from right to left. So up here, downwards is the green. So make sure you hit it to the left half of the green. So you're putting up the hill. All right, that's hole 12. Let's get to 13. Oh, sorry, 13. We're on 14 now. This one's not that difficult. It's just the tee shot. If you can hit the tee shot right in this range, which is a 3-wood, you have 139 yards in. So a little 8-iron, little 9-iron, something like that. If you want to hit the driver a little bit farther and not get yourself in trouble, you can do that. If you hit the driver good, you'll be right short of those bunkers, which is great. And then onto the middle of the green is just half a wedge, 107 in. So straightforward hole, a little tricky hole. If you hook it, if you push it, you'll be fine. But if you push it, you have to come over all of these bunkers and in heavy rough over here. So just be careful, hit it in the middle. Hole 15, up the hill. So this goes all the way very back. So you're playing usually, you can either play from here or here. So we'll just say it's going to be playing back here tomorrow, I mean. So from here up into this is 232, so that's like a 3-wood, okay? So you see this little crease right here in the picture? That's where it starts to go vertical up the hill to this elevated green, okay? So if you hit it a 3-wood right into here in perfect shape, up to the middle of the green, you're talking 122. So wedge to a 9-iron, depending on how well you hit the ball that day and elevation changes, etc. So no more than a 3-wood on this tee shot. If you get way down in here, it's not where you want to be, okay? So that's 15. Let's go to hole number 16, which is right down here. So this was 15, come down to 16. Tee box is going to be on this side of the cart path, and you're going to put it right in there with a 5-wood. And then from here to the green is 165. So you're talking, 7-iron, big 7-iron to a mid 6-iron shot, okay? And that's way to the back of the green too. So if you hit it here and take a driver and try to smooth the driver with a draw out to here, you can get it in the 240, 260 range. Let's say it's 260. Hit it on the green. You only have a wedge in. So it all depends on what you want to do. 3-wood, 6-iron, or you can go driver, wedge. So be down in here. Okay? So there's options there. All right, hole 17, island green, par 3. So we'll probably be playing from the front here down into the middle of the green, 136. A lot of times the whites are right here, which then right there on the card it says 116, so you can do that. So that's like half a wedge. But a little bit further back here, you're looking at 138. So you're looking at maybe 9-iron, full 9-iron, half of an 8-iron. And again, depending on the swirling of the wind, whether it's going to be hot, so the ball's going to fly and get a lot of compression. Whether or not there's a swirl in the wind, we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so as you can see, little island green there. I mean, it's safe. If you hit it here, it's not going to trickle in. You're in good shape. Just hit it in this area here, and if it bounces off, a little chip shot and make a putt. All right, hole 18. Beast of a hole. Beast of a hole. So they'll play us back here. And that'll be right there. 254. 285 is too far. Too far. 268 is good. So that's the tee shot. If you So we'll say it's right there. Don't hit it to the right. You're dead over here. Just impossible out of there. All high grass in there and everything, construction equipment. It's just death. Do not hit it there. But if you do hit it in the fairway, and a very, very, very wide fairway, what you're going to do is want to play it probably past that bunker. Yep, with a 5-wood, or if you want to get it up here with a 3-wood, it's too far. Right about there, 236. That's there in 2, 3-shotter. And then on this long, skinny green, really long from front to back, 100 yards, a little bit of elevation, and real skinny. It's almost like a peanut. So you have to hit it straight on the green, 2 putts for par, get out of there, and that will be the end of the round. So 12 o'clock tee time. Par 72, 30, about 6,400 yards. We took a look at the layout of the course. There it is, Ohio Turnpike. And USM Tour. All right, let's just get off the display there. Back to me. All right, everybody, that's it. Look forward to seeing the comments on what my score will be and where I'll finish. $20 gift card up for grabs next week. Roy Henson, you are the winner for last week, week 3. Get a hold of me. We'll get you the money. All right, everybody. Thanks so much. Look forward to playing tomorrow and being back with you and get you the results. And then again on Monday, we have a new full 18-hole course in Golf Clash. See you then. See ya.